Guys, I think for me, I think this is probably going to be it. I think we've just done, I think we've been up here enough. They came up and brought the brush hog through. So I'm up here where the crooked tent, crime scene tape. And I'm going to head back. I went over and saw the tree swing, kind of walked. I've been searching, just zigzagging this whole place. I've kind of come to the conclusion that this has just either been thoroughly scrubbed. A lot of things have happened in a month. I come down once a week through, on the weekends. So there's a lot of people, a lot of weather, a lot of activity down here, that can just change this environment daily. So I think it's pretty much, just noticed another green flag, which comes from that line of green flags over there. So I'm going to say that those green flags are probably something to do with the park. I'm going to think. Let me just look one more. But yeah, I think for me, once again, here's this area, this low-lying area. I think for me, I think it's just time to go home, read up, see what everybody else is thinking. Scan some more of my aerial footage, and if I'd happen to come across something during that, I might, come back up and check things out. But I think for me, I think it's time just to wrap this all up. I mean, I've been up here probably close to 4 hours now. And I've literally been, other than the gal with the 2 dogs, I saw her walk through earlier. But other than that, I have not, there's nobody up here. So unfortunately, I think this story is just coming to a slow, I don't know, what do you want to call it, a pause maybe? I don't know. I guess now we're just hoping that they come out and tell us at least a little something. So, I'm just interested on my side of, since I've been up here and had my theories. It'd be interesting to know what really happened. See how far off I was. I wouldn't doubt it that I got none of this right. Other than I'm just generally in the correct area. But, so I don't know. I did find down here that area where I'm pretty sure he did go in. And somebody was saying that they removed, like there was some lumber or like railroad ties, and I remember seeing like sheet metal, and we've talked about it several times. There was just, I don't want to call it trash because it was wood. I mean, I guess the metal would be trash. But there was stuff laying up here and it got moved. They were saying something about railroad ties pointing in the direction of where he went in, which is possible. If that's the case, I found where somebody threw in a couple, looks like a rotted railroad tie right in on this side of the trail. So as you're walking up the trail, it would be on your right hand side. They threw it and it's landed right here. Yeah, where was it? It was on top of these briars in here somewhere. Oh, right there. See it? That might be what they were talking about. And then there's like a 2x4 thing laying over there. So that could be somebody just picked it up and heaved it across, because directly straight across is the path that goes straight back to that what was once a silver pin location. You walk back through here, and then there's a somebody piled branches up in front of the opening here. And then there's a big tree limb that a chainsaw had cut that somebody laid right in the middle of the trail right there. But that path literally comes out back there where the photo of the parents standing with the dry bag, that takes you directly back there. So, it's only taken me a month to figure out all this, like as far as getting where stuff is. Once again, and then like I said, and then this is just what I keep getting on is, I think this was a water path. And that was the path that the parents went down, found the dry bag. And right here's another water path that enters the backside of the tree swing. I'm just making a note of that. I can't let that go, because it's like stuff would have flowed down through here, and it's obvious when you look in there. Debris has flown all the way across through here. See all this? That's all just debris from water. And somehow those guys knew to just turn right here, which is just completely off the beaten path, completely random, and that's where they went straight back there and found that dry bag. So I guess until someone gives us a definite explanation for that, I guess we can all just kind of assume that something seems pretty shady about that. There's more water path going kind of in that same direction. I did find back here, right behind the tree swing area, that field, I found a hiking shoe. I took a picture of it. I didn't video it. The sole, it looks like it's been laying there for a couple years though. But it is a Vans type running shoe or hiking shoe, but it had no sole, and it was kind of intertwined into the earth a little bit, like I had to kind of pull it up. So my guess is, the top side of it though, the top part actually looked in reasonable, decent shape. You could tell it was purple and black, and it was a Vans. So I took a picture of it, and I'm just, I don't think it's anything, but hey, at least I got it. I got a picture of it, Question never gets brought up, hey, anybody see anything with a Vans shoe up there? And I guess I'd have the picture of it. I left the shoe just lay there. I didn't want to bring it out near the trail or something, because obviously people are going to think it's something. And then, so I just left right where I found it. Just took a picture of it. But, I don't know. I think though, for the guys, for people up home and stuff that have been watching this stuff, I think I'm probably just going to wrap this up. I know Lydia and Sam wanted me to come down tomorrow, but I'm just not even sure at this point if I'm even really interested in even doing that tomorrow. So, it was fun while it lasted. It gave me a chance to get out into the woods and see the Myakkahatchee Park. I found some really cool trails. So what I want to do is probably just go back home, kind of just follow this and see what happens next, and start researching mountain bikes. I want to get one of them like them electric mountain bikes. Those things are just pretty cool. And come up here and start riding the trails. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So, can't really think of anything else. We're walking back down towards the Powerline Trail, using the Live Long Access Service Trail. But I think for me, I know I mentioned it a couple times now, but I think I've just pretty much covered about everything that I can cover up here. All my ideas, nothing's panned out. It just seemed like that first visit, the second visit, things were still kind of up here. They there were some things unknown, you know. So we were finding, you know, coming up with ideas, you know. But it's just like, you know, and who knows? Maybe people were watching, you know, who knows? Law enforcement, maybe, you know, laundries, or maybe they're sympathizers, and they're watching what we're doing up here, and then they're coming up, you know, using that information. And like I said, this area has been scrubbed. If anybody comes up here and finds anything now, I'm going to be highly suspect. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, if there's a firearm still laying up here, that's something that would bury itself in the grass and be very difficult to find. So that I would believe. But, you know, if we start finding stuff that's lighter that should be sitting on top of, you know, the grass and stuff. Now, one thing I will say is it all of a sudden dried out real quick in here again. The swamp areas are, I mean, you could walk out another extra 50 to 100 feet and not be in water today if you wanted to. It's hot. It's in the 80s. I got shorts on, and I started to a little bit. I went out pretty good, I think. I didn't video it because I had both hands on my stick, ready to fend off whatever would be in front of me in them weeds. But boy, I tell you what, trying to find something in that mess, that hay grass or whatever, straw grass, whatever that's called out there, is just probably impossible. I mean, you're stepping, as you step on it, you push it forward, so you're covering up whatever's in front of you. And you can't see, you know, so I don't know. That's probably, if there is anything out in those areas, it's probably just a lost cause at this point. And I don't know. Anybody else? I think the Northport couple, they're close by, so they'll probably continue coming up, which will be a good thing, just to keep everything in check. Hopefully they'll just keep an eye on things for us. Let us know if anything new happens, but for myself, it's been fun, it's been real, and I think it's just time to put an end to all this for myself. And I might pop back on when we get in the parking lot real quick. There were some discussions, you know, people were throwing around, you know, ideas. This parking situation with the Mustang, you know, obviously you guys all know my theories. But I'm going to pop on and quick record walking once I get into the parking lot. Because there is a grassy area there, but it doesn't say no parking. And I saw people park there. I mean, like when I've been down here every time, there's usually one or two cars that'll park in that area. And it, you know, I'm assuming that's in the parking area. And if you were camping, you could leave your car in there as long as you wanted to. It does have a fence. It looks like it could be a spot where like they would tie horses maybe. So maybe you're not supposed to park there. I don't know what the you know, proper etiquette is on that parking area. You know, if the grass is off limits and that's just kind of a locally known thing, you're not supposed, I don't know. But I'll pop on and take a quick video of that when I get down there. But I think I'll just stay on. Let's just walk the trail back one last time. We just got to go around this corner. And then we're there. So, this here's where Sam and Lydia and we reenacted the photo where the father, Mr. Laundrie, went into the woods and his wife was standing in the middle of the trail. So if you kind of look up there, you'll see it. And then he went in right here in this briar patch area. I don't know what he was looking for, but I got halfway in there, and that's a nightmare in there. But you can see, if you match that up with that photo, that is that area. And the interesting thing about that is it's right here at the opening. Right there's the power lines. As soon as we go around this corner, that's going to be the Live Long Trail sign, trailhead sign. So what that tells me is that was just a clip from the news that they took right away. You know, like, okay, we're looking for things, and, you know, let's look in here type thing. And a lot of people thought that's when he went in and got, and I did too at the beginning. I thought that's when he found the dry bag. So that threw me off for quite, at least the first time I was down here, if not the second time. I spent a lot of time trying to figure that ordeal out. But the other people figured it out, and then I matched it up, and I think they got it right. Whoever figured out that that was that opening back there. So, well, we're back here. Take one last look at the live long sign, and we'll shut her down.